Hi, guys. Hello, my people. Welcome back to your favorite podcast. Welcome back to the Dating Pool podcast, where we talk about everything and anything from your dating to your relationship to the situationships to everything. Welcome back. Thank you for holding it down right here. Before we continue, I want to say a really big thank you to all of you guys. You make the community bigger for watching, for reposting, for listening, for resharing. Tino, I see you. You are a star. I see you, girl. Well done. Thank you. There's a lot of people I want to mention. I can't mention everybody, but you know what? Thank you. Yes, I'm in the comments. I'm in the comments. I see all the comments. I see everything you guys throw in. That is why the dating poll is here. I know. Thank you very much. We love it. Thank you for making the community bigger. Hello from me to you. Today, we're going to be taking a deeper swim to the end of the pool. We'll be talking about something you all ask yourself. I've heard my girlies say it, I've heard my guys say it. It's something we talk about every time. It's something we ask ourselves. Am I doing too much? Am I doing too much? Is he doing too much? Is she doing too much? Well, short answer from me to you, no. Long answer, let's redial back and actually think why we need to not redial our efforts in the dating pool and not think we are doing too much. What does too much actually mean? When we say do too much, what does doing too much actually mean in the dating pool, in the modern day dating of now? If you ask me, I would say that doing too much does not mean asking for clarity. Doing too much does not mean, you know, wanting to improve in yourself. Doing too much does not mean wanting to show your big love to the other person. You wouldn't blame the capacity of the person you're with not to be able to accept your love as doing too much. So, uh, and the question that comes to my mind when we have this conversation is, what if doing too much is actually a filter? What if it is not a flaw? What if it's sort of some filter? What if it is a way of you clearing out people that is not for you and making a room for people that are actually for you? When I look at it that way, then I start to see, okay, maybe we are not actually doing too much. Maybe we are just setting standards for the wrong people. So before you think and start blaming yourself, oh, am I doing too much? Am I saying too much? Am I doing too much? Dial it back a little bit and see that maybe it's not about you. To play the devil's advocate, some people did not grow up where love is. Not everybody grew up in the environment where they can receive big love, big emotions, and all of that. So when they're in a situation where they get every of that from someone else, it starts to feel like too much. It starts to feel like you're choking them. It starts to feel like the air is tight all around them. So I get that point. Don't take my word for it. Let's head right to the poolside confession and see what people have to say about, are we doing too much? This will blow your mind, guys. We've got three confessions today for some people, and I'm going to read it to you. Our first confession from the poolside today is from a lady, and she titled this the care package queen. I'm going to read this out to you guys. I've been seeing this guy for 3 weeks. We've been on 5 dates, and things felt really good. When he mentioned he was stressed about a big work presentation, I put together a care package, his favorite snack, a handwritten note with encouraging words, and even pointed out some tips for public speaking. When I dropped it off at his office, he later texted saying, maybe dial it back. Hmm. 6 months later, he admitted he had been scared of how deeply I cared. And I don't regret it. I just know not everyone can handle how much love I have to give. Exactly, girl. Exactly. And this is why I say that sometimes doing too much, when people say you're doing too much, it's definitely not about you. It might be about the other person. Maybe their capacity to receive that big love is not in them. Maybe they don't have it. No, not every one of us grew up in an environment where, when they say that phrase, love is at home, Not everybody actually have love at home. Not every one of us grew up in a place where we receive that big love. And some of us are just bursting with love. Some of us have that big love to give. Some of us have that love inside of us. I digress. When I say doing too much, this does not have to do. Listen, guys. This does not have to do with those people that once you're out of the dating pool and you are seeing somebody, the next thing you're running errands, you are doing laundry, you're doing shopping, you're already saying, ah, mommy, what should I come and cook for you this weekend? Auntie, brother, that actually is doing too much. That actually is too much, honestly. But when we come to the reality stuff, speaking of it, wanting to raise your standards, wanting clarity, showing big love, showing capacity that you have love, you have this and that, that's not doing too much. Let's head back into the pool and see what our second confessor has to say. And she titled this The Future Planner. I'm 32 and know what I want. A committed relationship leading to marriage and kids. After 2 dates, I brought up long term goals and was told I was doing too much. I walked away and later met someone aligned with my vision. Now we are engaged. Turns out being clear was not too much. It was exactly right for the right person. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And this is what I said earlier on, that what if too much, doing too much is not a flaw? What if it's actually a filter, that takes out the wrong person and makes space for the right person to come? So, in some instance, like this lady, I'm so happy for you that you took the right decision at the right time instead of like waiting and seeing how it turns out or pushing or trying to like make things better. Just take the cue and wait for the person that aligns with your vision. Good for you, girl. Well done. Let's head back into the poll and see what our third confessor has to say. And she has titled this The Detailed Oracle. I remember people's favorite drinks, allergies, little stories. On a fourth date, I booked a restaurant connected to something meaningful he had mentioned once. He said it was a bit much. I later met someone who matched that same intentional energy. And now we both do too much for each other, and it feels amazing. Good for you, my queen. Yes, 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 yes. I actually love that. I love the intentionality. I like when people realize and take the cue that, nah, this is my time to leave. Not dialing down the energy or not switching things up when people think your energy is too much for them. I absolutely love that. I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love that. If you don't take anything away from this episode today, just take the fact that I've said to you that maybe doing too much is not a flaw. It might actually be a filter, taking out the wrong people, taking out the beans, and leaving the space for the right people to come in. So, whenever you're being told that you're doing too much, just know that you are enough. Thank you for sticking it out with me on this episode of Dayton Pool. I'm so, 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 so glad to have you guys here to be doing this with you guys. Do not forget to follow on our Instagram and to follow us on YouTube. And don't forget to send us your poolside confession stories if you want it to be featured on this show. I love you guys so much. Till next time, I remain your amazing host, Mafe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.